All right, we would like to welcome everyone to the July school board meeting. We're going to start with a word of prayer. Mr. Thompson.
Father, we're grateful for summer, for the break that many of us have, and for a time of refreshment. Pray for the upcoming school year, and pray your blessing on this community. Christ, amen.
Amen. All right, thank you very much. First, we'll start off with public and board comments. If anybody in the public has a comment. Okay. All right. Seeing none, I'm just going to move on to our councils. We'll start with the music council.
I've not met recently.
Okay. How about athletic council?
We met last week for the first time with Mr. Doty, and he's jumping in with both feet. He's got several maintenance efforts underway at the far end of the school, and then working on the staffing for that council. So more to come on the next couple of meetings.
Great, thank you. Legislative council?
We haven't met.
Nope, okay. All right, superintendent strategic task force? Okay. Communications committee, we have met, but I wanted to point out that the new website is up and running. If anybody has a chance to look at it, it's pretty nice. Mrs. Betts did a great job with that. So, collective bargaining.
The new date is September the 15th. That we will officially, so we may have to have a special call meeting that next day or the next Monday.
All right, very good. Central 9.
We meet on Thursday.
Okay, very good. RDC. All right. Okay, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Any questions, comments? I just have a quick question about the middle school. Will Mr. Rains be back?
Mr. Rains is back.
Wonderful. Good.
Should be back at the end of this month.
Great. Good. Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, seeing no further questions. Oh, wait. Oh, I was.
Sure, we are going on a trip. We just had a day with people before.
Okay.
We'll get Mr. Doty in the loop on how to
Okay. All right. Well, very good. Okay. Well, so we have a motion. All those in favor? By the sign of aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, the motion passes. We'll move on to superintendent reports. Mr. Mercer?
Everything's pretty much on par. We are tracking this projections that all done. 35,000 last month. We have a number of payouts. Early pay on earlier contract. We are tracking everything else is moving forward pretty close to the estimate.
Okay. Thank you. We will move on to action items. The first one is textbook rental. Mrs. Nally. Okay. Yay.
except for earth science.
Okay. Are there any questions or comments? No. Okay, all right. All those in favor, sign of aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, we'll move on to the Neola policies. Dr. Clendenning?
Yes, thank you. Regarding the Neola policies number that are before us, we ask that you approve them. There are no changes other than what was required by law from our last reading in June.
Okay.
Move for approval for policies as listed in the agenda.
All right, very good. No other questions, comments? All those in favor, sign of aye. Aye. Any opposed? Sign. Okay. Motion passes. We'll move on to discussion items. HR accounting software.
Just a quick update. We amassed our team from the central office. We've been looking at HR and accounting software now for the better part of a month, led by Mr. Sprout, who's done an exceptional job of guiding the group through. And we had an AHP in place, but led us through the Pew Matrix. We have narrowed down to 2, and then we turned that over to our Chief Negotiation Specialist, Matt Sprout, who's in the process now of narrowing in with 1 accounting software and HR software provider. So I think we could be back next month with a formal recommendation. Also mentioned while I have the microphone, we'll be back next month with our property casualty recommendation. I am pleased to let you know ahead of time. It looks like we'll be pretty well flatlined for this year's premium, which is always good news.
Great. Thank you. And then we'll move on to the teacher appreciation grants. Dr. Clendenning?
Required by law this year in Indiana Code 2043-10-3.5, we must distinguish between highly effective and effective teachers by at least 25%, and we also must adopt this as a policy. And so at this time, I am just bringing this up for discussion. And if you so deem that you're okay with this, I would also ask that it move to an action item so we can go ahead and just finish it up as we get ready to head into the new year, so everybody will understand that it's an action by law. It's not a decision we made. This is the minimum that we can establish the difference, and so that's what we've gone with.
So is that your recommendation to move to an action item?
Yes, please.
I'll move that we move the policy teacher appreciation grant to an action item.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Okay. Any opposed? No. Okay, so now we need a motion to approve it. So do I hear a motion? Okay, thank you, Mr. Wertz. All right, so all those in favor of the teacher appreciation grants? Aye. Any opposed? None? Okay, we'll move on then.
Thank you.
Just a comment, we did that all without asking Roger. We finally learned how to do this.
He's happy. Look at him. He was grinning down there. They did it. Yes.
No, it's not. Please stick around. Oh.
All right. Okay, so we will move on then to board and administrative comments.
I'd like to welcome Mr. Jeff Sewell, Director of Operations, to our team officially. He started last week. I want to thank Mr. Mercer as he introduced Jeff to the team during my vacation time. So, Mr. Sewell, welcome. Any words of wisdom or comments? All right. All right.
All right.
Well, welcome. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, very good. Thank you. And we'll move on to the calendar. Dr. Clendenning?
Board retreat will be at the Barn on Crystal Springs on Hurricane Road, beginning at 8. We have a packet in front of you that has several items for you to peruse and review heading into the retreat. We are going to kind of go back to the future, and we will not be using technology for the presentations. You have them in front of you. Also, there's a pad of paper for any notes that you'd like. And then if you have questions, please contact any of us as we head into that for Thursday. We'll be done by about 2:30 on Thursday. Mr. Ahaus will be joining us in the midday through lunch because a lot of the conversation will have some impact, I think, at the high school level. And as he comes in for the first time, I think it's good to have him on board with us.
Two questions.
Yes,
Is there wireless there?
there is wireless.
Okay. Second question is, will you be bringing your DeLorean?
Are we bringing the DeLorean for this Back to the Future event? Not this one. The school did not buy it. Mr. Mercer, you got something to tell us?
I just want to remind you guys, haven't given me your lunch order. I did that, right?
And we're having lunch from Court Street, and they are delivering it, so. New teacher orientation is August 2nd through the 4th. Deb and her team will be leading us through that. And then the back to school celebration, August 7th. We're going to be on the football field this year. We're kind of do something fun. We're going to have stations set up to kind of do the hashtag Get Moving Franklin around the fitness. So Christy and will be at one booth, kind of welcome everybody, and the teachers will travel around to each one as they finish up in the time. We're going to have some giveaways and just some fun stuff to highlight the celebration of a new year. Also, not on here, but I do believe we have the annual prayer on that Sunday, the 6th. Is that correct? And we'll meet at 5. It commences at 5 o'clock. Is that right? 6 o'clock. Okay, at 6 o'clock. So that one, make sure everyone's aware of that. Teacher work days, the 7th and the 8th, and then the first day back, August the 9th.
That went quick. Okay, we'll move on to public comments. Do we have any public comments? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on. Do we have?
Move to adjourn.
All right, very good. Thank you.
Wow. 11 minutes.